Car Paces when hunting up in North Texas. Was on the first property tonight, and this is the only property from which there's any video because my video recorder messed up. And I'm going to be headed off in this direction here in just a little bit, and I'm going to get one shot off, and that's going to be the end of the video for the evening. Here I'm about 400 yards from where I started. I'm using my Lone Star Armory TX-15 multi-purpose carbine enhanced, shooting 6.5 Grendel Hornady ELD-M 123 grain ammo. That's a nice big bore. Alright, here we go. And that's it for the recording. I actually fired a second shot into this hog right next to the left eye.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
And he came in at a whopping 240 pounds based upon the Heart Girth measurement. I got him dragged off to the boneyard on the property, went hunting on my other properties, on the next property, at a 100-pound sow at 200 yards. I'm using a little marker light to mark the hog's locations before I go back and retrieve them. And then the last hog is a 120-pound boar at 110 yards. Got them loaded up on my carrier, moved on to the next property, and shot this 205-pound boar at 140 yards. And now have an overloaded carrier at 525 pounds. Based upon the Heart Girth measurement, which I learned about first from this article from 2004, it was based upon a publication appeared a couple years prior to that. I'll put citations for these in the video description. Alright, I had a request from Instagram asking how we get the weights on hogs. We use the Heart Girth measurement. You take the Heart Girth directly behind the armpit on the hogs. You try to find the absolute smallest circumference around the hog and get it in the number of inches. Sometimes it takes multiple attempts. This one's going to be right at 30 inches. That's going to come out to be 100 pounds, and I'll explain that in just a minute. And that's going to be on a female. This next hog, it's another female. She also comes out to be right at 30 inches or 100 pounds. The next hog is a little bigger. Comes out to be 32 inches or 120 pounds. And this last guy, you don't want to twist up your tape. Smallest circumference is 40.5 inches or 205 pounds. So the original formula is fairly simple, but it's complex in that it involves a lot of decimal places and math that most people can't do in their head, as you see by the formula showed right here. The Heart Girth was 40.5 inches. Now, taking 10.1709 times 40.5 minus 205.7492 will give you the pig weight, or in other words, 411 point whatever minus 205 point whatever gives you the pig weight of about 206.17225 pounds. That's with a 95% confidence of being within plus or minus 10 pounds, so giving you a range of about 196 to 216 pounds. So the result that you get is a reasonable assessment of the weight and fairly accurate. It's going to be better than most people's ability to eyeball assess the amount that a hog weighs or to be able to do a lift estimate to see how much a hog actually weighs. And the thing is, these results are consistent and replicable, and you can verify them if you want to repeat the testing that the original study did. Some people keep a list of the conversions in their pocket. This is because they can't do the math in the field usually. I'm one of those people, but I don't keep a list. I use a shortcut method. So instead of using the long formula with all the decimal places, it's shortened down to just being 10 times the heart girth minus 200 will give you the pig's weight. So if we had a heart girth of 40.5 inches, as with this boar, then you have 10 times 40.5 minus 200 as the pig weight, or 405 minus 200, which gives you an assessment of 205 pounds, which is very close to the longer method, which came out to be 206.17225 pounds. Now this is a chart comparing the original method that needs a calculator to do versus the field method. As you can see, the numbers are fairly close. So using the field method will give you a reasonable assessment of what the hog actually weighs. Everybody wants to know how much the hog weighs, and you can tell them with confidence about what it weighs. Nobody's going to care if your hog weighs 200 pounds or 201 pounds. This isn't a method to be used for contests. It's just something to give you a good estimate of the hog's weight. Carpe sus, my friends.